All right, hopefully this audio is good. Now, this video is a little explanation and demonstration of one of my songs from my new album, as well as a music video. So this first little part of the video, I'm just going to be explaining a little bit how I made the song and how I recorded the song and demonstrating that for you. Actually, that's incorrect. I'm going to show the music video first because the demonstration ended up taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. So go ahead and enjoy the music video and stick around towards the end and you can see an explanation for how this song was made. So thanks for being here and enjoy the video. Back to you, Simon. So wait, am I screen recording? I think yes, I am. So this is the project right here. I use Ableton Live. It's an awesome program. I really love it. So let me just go through a little bit of what's going on here. So the cool thing about this song is that all of the sounds used to create the song were recorded in some way on the piano. So let me show you a couple things here. So first at the top, we got this percussion track, and this is all the percussion for the song. So this is how it starts. So that's the beginning of the song. Anyway, let's just look at the percussion by itself for a second here. So this is what I did. I recorded a whole bunch of percussion type sounds on the piano. And then I brought them all into a drum rack here. And so then that allows me to be able to play those sounds like that on my keyboard, which also allows me to create a MIDI track, and then I can program in the notes and create a drum loop, and then add effects. I added a couple effects, and then created a couple different loops for the different section of the song. So this is the main one that plays. And that's all by itself, but then when you have the rest of the music. And then there's a different one I created here for the chorus. So all of these sounds, it's playing this, these notes on this keyboard here are playing the different sounds that I recorded. So that's the percussion. Then next, let's look at the melody here. So I've got these two tracks that are both playing the melody. This first track, let me just solo it and play it for you. So that track was created using the end of a pencil without an eraser on it, so it was just a little metal end, and then I tapped that on the piano string. I recorded a couple sounds at different strings on the piano, and then I layered a couple of them together in this instrument rack here. So if I just solo this one, and they all sound a little bit different. So all of those are layered all together, and when I have those all layered together, I can play that on the keyboard, which is pretty awesome, and it can create a kind of unique sound. So I combined that, just duplicated that down here, and this is just a normal piano. Together, those create the melody line, which sounds like this. This is without the piano, and I add the piano. And that's without the other sound. Then you add the percussion, piano, so you get that. That's the melody line. And a couple other things here. I just had another piano track where I was playing like some chords and stuff throughout the song. That just sounds like this. And that's like the chorus. So that's just more piano. And then this sound was created using 6 or 7 pieces of fishing twine with violin rosin. And then I put that underneath the string of the piano and was bowing it. And then I plugged that into another sampling device in Ableton, and I can control it via MIDI. This is what that sounds like. So that's what it sounds like afterward. I added a couple effects. Right, and that was another sound that you hear right away at the beginning. And then I have this one track here where I have some longer bowed strings. And so if I play those by themselves, they're just playing some longer chords. And that loops. So once again, I recorded a sound like this, plugged it into a instrument rack sampling device here in Ableton, and that allows me to play that on the keyboard, which is pretty awesome. And then lastly, well, not lastly, but next down here, I have a bass track, and this sound was created using these two sounds. And then actually, I added a bunch of effects to make this one sound the way I wanted it to. And all by itself, you get this. Yeah, so that's the bass. Oh, and then one other sound when you get to the chorus, I had these some more short bowed strings. So yeah, it looks like I have 4 different sounds here. So that's the lower one. So it's combining some lower ones and higher ones. And then obviously on all of these tracks, I have some effects to manipulate the sound that I recorded so it sounds more the way that I want it to. So that one is pretty awesome. Sounds like this. And then with everything else in the chorus, that adds a lot. And with the melody and then the drums, the chorus sounds like this. And then obviously I have right here a couple transition whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sounds. I think it was just me sliding a piece of paper across the piano or something, with a bunch of reverb to create that long tail. So that's one there. I think you just copy. Oh, this one's a little different over here. The solo of this. So that's basically most of the tracks used. The bridge is a little bit different. It just, everything stops. It's just this solo piano track. And then there's also this track here, which I don't think I've shown you yet because it's only used in the bridge. And it's just these 3 different sounds laid out on the keyboard. I recorded just plucking the piano, one of the piano strings with my fingernail. That almost sounds like a guitar or something. And once again, plugged it into an instrument rack, sampler, whatever it's called, here in Ableton. And then I can program it with MIDI, or I can play it on my keyboard. And in the chorus, that sounds like this. Well, it sounds like a guitar. It's pretty cool. So that's pretty neat. Anyhow, so that was just for the bridge. Combine that along with the solo piano together, they sound like this. So that's that, and yeah, I do add the bass line back in here during the chorus, the last chorus. The first one doesn't have that, but I add the bass line. And then the ending is pretty neat. The percussion stops, obviously, and it's just kind of slower, a lot more held notes and chords here. So I got the melody, 2 melody parts, this piano string with the pencil, and the piano here, the solo piano, and then these are the long bowed strings, the bass, and then there's this actually one other sound I hadn't used yet. It's just this kind of high drone sound, and then with a couple effects and stuff, it sounds like this. So I think that's about it. Hopefully that explained it a little bit. I don't know. I did my best.